Welcome back to the Canton Ice House. It is the final game on the red rink today. It'll be the Philadelphia Junior Flyers taking on Stanstead College. Stanstead out of Stanstead, Quebec, right over the Vermont border. Starting goaltenders today, it will be Jade Wilson for Stanstead, number 30, while the Flyers will counter with their own number 30, Ella Reynes. Flyers wearing the black and orange, Stanstead in white and red. So at the center dot, it'll be Chanel Willette against Rachel Stewart. And we are underway from Canton. Slavely, pass went behind Jacobs. And now back onto the Spartan back line. Stewart, poked away from her by Papineau. Stanstead comes away with the puck. Here is Elizabeth Belanger. Belanger circles, and the pass was broken up by Lauren Stewart. Back in the other direction comes Philadelphia. Cohen. Papineau. Puck took a deflection. Rachel Stewart has it now. Stewart goes to the point now into the slot. A shot zipped wide. Rolled back around the boards and outside the zone. Stanstead will change players. Nicole Schmidt up for Philadelphia. Stewart at the end of a shift. Pushes it up for Ava Krass. Krass, number 8 in black. Moving in. Demzinski drop pass. A shot. Wilson the save. This could be a good one here, as it is brought forward by Lexi Legere. Down the ice, it'll hop back onto Jade Wilson, and play is stopped. 15:42 to go, first period. No score. Face-off won by the Flyers. Schmidt. Demzinski. Picker had a hat trick in this morning's game against Mount Academy. And back the other way comes the Stanstead captain, Bingham. Jaden Bingham shrugs off a check from Bernard and sent it behind Raphael Perrant. Bernard ahead of Picker, and icing is called against the Flyers. 15:09 to go, first period. Moved over, now controlled by Sophie Gagnon. Gagne. Shot high on Reynes. Might have got a piece of it. Grace gave it back. Gagne. Shot blocked. Eloise Gagne. Back for Grace. Hamilton for Philadelphia. D-to-D pass locates Hess. Hess takes it over the red line, dumps it into the corner. Gagne. One touch pass that time by Haley Gilbert. Up in the air off of Belanger and pushed ahead by Ashlyn Jacobs. Here is Lauren Stewart. Stewart being pressured. Stewart, a shot that had it blocked. Never got to Jade Wilson. Three minutes gone through the first period and counting. Back out to the blue line. Went behind Jacobs. Stewart back to Jacobs. Willette tried to take it away, and now up come the Spartans. It'll head up to Haley Gilbert. Gilbert turned it over to Stewart. 4 minutes and thereabouts, 3.5 more likely gone by the first period, and the puck went out of play. Face-off will stay in the Stanstead end. It looks like the majority of chances through the first few minutes have belonged to the Flyers. Lloyd. Back comes Gilbert up the left wing. Bingham takes it here on the left side. Poked away from her by Cohen. Papineau kept it in for the Spartans. Moved over by Leger over to Bingham. Caroline Cohen, 2 goals in this morning's contest. Sent up the ice in the direction of Stewart. Poked back by Perron. Almost went into the Stanstead bench and now goes into the Philadelphia bench with the open door there. Play is stopped with 12:40 to go in the first. So the faceoff will come back to center ice. Taking away at his bureau. Putka. And out of play again. $12:13 to go in the first period. Still waiting on the opening goal between the Stanstead Spartans and the Philadelphia Junior Flyers. Bring it ahead, Macy Putka. Putka drop past Belanger. And swiped away from her by Demzinski. Willett toward the middle. Willett keeps control. Willett a shot. Save made, rebound. Oh, it's squirted wide of the goal. Belanger. Backhand almost hit Willett up high. Was trying maybe to knock it in with her stick. Could not. Back out to neutral ice. More chances for Stanstead here in the last minute. Reynes stops it behind the net as the Spartans will change everybody except Gilbert. Up past Demzinski, hit off her sticks and no icing. Came out in front as Philadelphia will now change. Eloise Gagne. Up for Leger. Stavola the other way. Stavola rubbed out against the blue line by Papineau. Hamilton. Hess. Gagne up the middle of the ice. Too far for Perron, but it goes right on to Ella Reynes. Stavola. Whiffed on by Putka. Boyd. A little ahead of Putka as it goes into the corner. Potential icing here, and that is exactly what it's called. 10:15 to go in the first. No score. Papineau for Bureau. In the neutral ice, trying to dig away at it for Philadelphia that time was Swavely. Cohen lifted it down on the stick of Elizabeth Papineau. Belanger knocked down for a second by Jacobs. Belanger. Pass off the boards. Will roll behind the net. Belanger picks it up in the corner. Flyer down behind the net, but Cohen back to her feet. Cohen up for Stewart. Lifted back to the Curry College logo at center ice and in Stanstead possession. Putka Up off of Gilbert. Here's Swavely for Philadelphia. Ashlyn Jacobs drew some contact as she dumped it in. About halfway through this first period as nothing has crossed the goal line. Bernard behind Demzinski. Shot on, up high on Wilson. Fought it off, rebound, pick save Wilson. Demzinski again, and Wilson's got it. .8:15 and counting left in the first period. Kept alive by Nicole Schmidt. Demzinski going in the corner, picked up instead by Gagne. Perrant of Stanstead. Now to Legere. Legere ahead for Bingham. Bingham back to Legere, and a good defensive play broke that up. Flyers taking it back out. Allison Demzinski rolls it all the way down the ice. Here is Gagne. Up over the blue line. Bingham, nice pass to herself. Bingham there with Legere, went behind her. Demzinski. Up it'll go. Here's a chance for Krass. Krass falling to the ice. Pass off, save Wilson. And the rebound trickled behind the net. As Lila Picker almost had another goal. Picker knocked down. A little over 7 minutes left. Had a collision there that left a Spartan on the ice. No penalty coming, but that player a little slow to get up. Racing after it into the corner goes Pizzakillo. Schmidt takes a shot, fought off by Wilson. Up it'll go for Samard. Bernard in front. And coming away with it now is Zoe Lloyd. Down the ice, and icing will be called here against Stanstead. 6:21 to go in the first. Face-off won by Rachel Stewart. Out to the blue line. Cohen, a shot up high into Wilson, and another face-off will be upcoming. Came back out. Cohen. Got it back from Swavely. Tipped on the goal. Might have been going wide anyway. 6 minutes left in the first period. No score between Stanstead and the Junior Flyers. Swavely takes some pressure from Raphael Perrant. Putka got it back. Putka one times it. A little bit short. Reynes made the save and tipped in. Reynes just got a piece, and Stanstead scores the first goal of the game. And the goal will be scored by Raphael Perrant on the rebound. So just got it over Reynes, got a piece of it. One nothing. Stanstead with 5:42 to go in the first on the goal by Perrant. Intercepted. Oh, a collision there. Shot on the way again. Tipped wide of goal. Hamilton for the Flyers. After Grace took that shot, Grace lets go with another one. Hamilton just eases it into the corner. Moved ahead for Lila Picker. Picker took a bump and Leger has it. Across the ice. 5 minutes to go in the first period. 1-0 Stanstead. Hess. Grace now. Capino moves it ahead up the right wing. Going in 1-on-4 is Obermeyer. Bureau trying to dig the puck free. Flyers came up with it outside the zone. It'll go. Gagne. Eloise Gagne taking it in. Gagne dropped to Bureau. Papineau looking for a shot. Goes into the glove of Reynes. And no further play. 4:09 to go in the first. Four minutes, first period. Belanger in the other direction, being pressured hard, might have drawn a penalty. Got tied up there with Blair Weber. I think they'll just rule it as offside. That was not given the indication right away, but it was just offside. There was some contact there. Papineau. Gagne. Back to Papineau. And icing called against Stanstead. It'll be an offensive zone face-off for the Junior Flyers as they look to tie it up. Face-off won by Stanstead. Gagne. Up to Belanger. Belanger, drop pass. A shot from Papineau missed high. Flyers trying to dig the puck free. There was Rachel Stewart. Gagne got a stick. And nasty check just might have been avoided by the two players there. Papineau being pressured hard by Ashlyn Jacobs. Takes a stick whack. Schmidt over the line. 3 minutes left in the first period. The goal by Perrant, the only one so far. Turned over. Jacobs rolls it to goal. Lauren Stewart now. Went past Rachel Stewart. Gagne. Bringing it ahead is Perrant, the goal scorer. Perrant drop pass. Leger save. Reynes trying to jam home the rebound. The body of Schmidt was in the way. Grace takes one up high, blocked by her own teammate. Back it'll go to Grace. Putka rolls one in, tip Perrant. Rebound Perrant. Oh, what a save by Reynes. And it stayed out again. This one picked up by Putka. Perrant had a couple chances there. Here's Leger. Across the ice, a little bit too far for Jaden Bingham. Down the ice looking to spur ahead Demzinski. Instead, it'll go for icing with 1:58 left in the period. 1:45 and counting as the Flyers take it out of their own zone. Demzinski rolls it over the blue line. Demzinski fighting with Lloyd there. Lloyd kicks the puck over to the other side of the ice. Gagnon. Bring it in. .115 and counting. Up comes Belanger. 1-on-2. Dropped it off. Willette. Slowed up that time by Swavely. Final minute of play here in the first period. 1-0 Stanstead. Belanger in the skates of Perrant. Perrant moves it over to the other side where Belanger will catch up with it. Dropped it back. Papineau. Papineau is shot blocked. Potential numbers the other way. Coming in, Pizzakillo. Pizzakillo with Stavola. Keeps on her feet. Pizzakillo for Stavola. Just hit wide. 30 seconds left in the period. Drop back out. Cohen steps into one looking for a deflection, intercepted by Elizabeth Papineau. 20 seconds left in the period. Drop pass from Willette to Papineau. Papineau moves over and it's stolen. Bingham, under 10 seconds. Bingham tried to center one in front, and the Flyers come back the other way. Hess will dump it down, and the first period is over. The one goal by Raphael Perrant has the Stanstead Spartans in the lead, 1-0 after the first period. We'll be back. Second period about to start. Jake Baskin here with you for Junior Women's Hockey League action. 1-0 Stanstead College of Quebec over the Philadelphia Junior Flyers. The goal scored by Perrant. Papineau. Both teams digging away. Finally dug out by the Flyers and Jacobs. Against the boards again. Rolled it along to the other side. Jacobs. Picked back up by Perrant. Leger is there. Flyers come up with it. Rachel Stewart to Lauren Stewart. A shot. Save Wilson. It's under somewhere. And has it with the glove. Bringing it ahead was Putka. Loose at the defensive line. Demzinski with Picker behind her. Stepping into one is Crass and missed into the netting. Minute and 19 through the period. Putka rolled it over to Lloyd. Bernard and Wilson had a clear lane to save it. Bringing in on the other side is Zoe Lloyd. Under the stick of Ann Bernard. Sent past Crass. Lloyd now for Stanstead. Crass centers. Demzinski tries to go to the backhand and couldn't keep her balance. Crass. Back to get it now is Schmidt. Picker. Demzinski dumps it in, goes to the bench. Wilson stops it behind the net for Macy Putka. Up it'll go on the right side, Willette. Bernard. Coming in on the left side, back out in front, looking for Willette. Willette with Gilbert and Belanger. And back come the Flyers. Pizzichillo. Puts in with Stavola. And that'll be a penalty on Stanstead. Stavola got checked by Charlotte Grace. See what the referee rules. I think he might have put a motion to the head. But no, that is not the case. It'll just be 2-minute body checking penalty on Grace. First power play of the afternoon for either side. And clear just out. Hess with Hamilton. Stavola up front. Coming in 77 Weber. Pizzichillo, the other one of the three up front. Hamilton. Stavola. Back to the blue line. Took a deflection, goes into the right corner and sent down but not quite out. Hess. Intercepted again, and now it'll be sent down to the other blue line by Elizabeth Papineau. 40 seconds through the penalty. Bringing it ahead is Rachel Stewart. Kicks it to herself and lost it. And a free clear for Perron. Reynes moves it over to Swavely. Bringing it over the line. Cohen coming in. Room to maneuver around the net. 50 seconds left in the penalty. Ashlyn Jacobs. Jacobs for Cohen. Cohen didn't get through traffic. Here's Jacobs. Back to Cohen. Swavely. Rolled it over on the right side. Stewart back to Swavely. Looking in front for a tip. Swavely again toward the net. Awkward deflection, trying to knock it down there. And unable to do so was Jacobs. 28 seconds left in the penalty. Jacobs waiting on it, gloves it down. Got pummeled into the boards or crushed into the boards and took a whack on the other side. Jacobs. 13 seconds left in the penalty. Down to the other side. Swavely. One last chance. Offensive zone time. Jacobs drops it back. 3 seconds. Cohen. One last shot from Swavely. Tipped in front of the net. Wilson makes one last save. Jacobs whiffs. And out of the box goes Grace. 5 minutes through the second period. Still 1-0 Stanstead. Willette. Upended. Swavely. Now to Caroline Cohen in onside, but couldn't control the pass. Lloyd shoots it down. It'll be caught up to by Belanger. Belanger saucer pass. Reyes didn't realize where it was for a second. One-timer whiffed on by Gagne. Picker over the line. Picker there against Grace. Rolled it over. A shot by Bernard. Hit a Stanstead player up high. That was Gagne. Now to Belanger. Belanger drop past Gagne. Belanger bringing it in. It's under some players, and Picker scooped it up. Picker with Crass. Picker going in and swiped off the puck by Gagne. 6 minutes through the period. Rolled it ahead. Right side Obermeyer, and Reyes holds on to it. Stavola. Working in is Schmidt. Lost the puck right at the blue line. Back it'll go. Rolled over by Simard. Here is Simard. Flyer jerseys in the mix. Potential 2-on-1. Weber. Weber on the backhand pass. Just left it ahead of her teammate there. Schmidt. It had been intended for Stavola. Weber. Back up with it. Schmidt to Weber. Both teams will change players as Reyes flicks it up the boards. Intercepted. Here's a chance for Stewart. Stewart going in, and a stick play by Bingham broke it up. Bingham looking to catch Philadelphia changing. Bingham goes in, tried the pass. It was broken up by Olivia Hamilton. 9 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the second period. Just that one goal so far, which came in the first period off of the stick of Perron. Jacobs the other way, knocked down, lost it. Out in front. Belanger into the corner. Flyers back in the other direction. Papineau to get it, but pressuring hard is Lauren Stewart. Elizabeth Belanger. Down the other way. Stewart chasing after it. Lauren Stewart going in from a tough angle. Wilson got a piece. Halfway through the second period, Hamilton right at the blue. And poked away from Picker. Up comes Belanger, but shrugged off by Crass. Up the other way, a little bit too far for Crass, but will be the first to it in the corner. Crass for Demzinski. Working her way in, Papineau dropped it ahead of Ouellette. 8 minutes left in the second period. Grace was there at the line. Crass coming up the left wing. Cuts in wide, looking for a tip in front. Wilson will dive to prevent a rebound. Picker was there in front of the crease. At the faceoff dot, spinning around looking to get a shot away. Flyers unable to. Stavola To a knee, back up. Pizzakillo. Rolled back out. A shot from Swavely from the point. Stick save made by Wilson. Bureau able to move it on the other side of the line, and Putka will pick it up and retreat. After the tag up, Pizzakillo. Dropped it off. Weber, a shot blocked. Stavola now. Swavely. Swavely lifts one in. Took a hop. And swiped out that time by Obermeyer. Swavely. Up to Pizzakillo. Stavola. Dropped it off. A shot. Save. Wilson. Cohen again. Blocked by Perrant and Wilson. No further play. 6 minutes, 30 seconds to go in the period. Stick save made by Wilson. Flyers controlling their end. I think we might be getting a penalty here. We'll see if Flyers, yes, it'll be one on each side. So it will be Eloise Gagne and Rachel Stewart. Gagne of Stanstead, Stewart of Philadelphia. We continue to play 5-on-5. Papineau lets one go, blocked in front. Coming back the other way are the Flyers. Jacobs cuts it wide, tries to center, can't locate Picker, hit off the skate of Papineau. And stolen away by Lila Picker. A slash will be called here, and it'll be a Flyer power play coming up. So joining Gagne in the box will be Chanel Willette, number 8. A power play for the Philadelphia Junior Flyers. Cohen right at the line. Cohen from the left faceoff dot, shoots and scores! Caroline Cohen really knows how to pick her spots too this morning. And now gets one through all kinds of traffic inside the post. And it's a 1-1 game. Power play goal for the Flyers. And a pretty quick one at that as Willette exits the box. What a shot by Cohen. Down the other way. Numbers if they hurry. Belanger tries to get one through the screen. Hamilton, good body positioning, just stood in the way of it. Back out between the two Spartan defenders. Lloyd for Putka. Up it'll go for Perrant. Now to Lloyd. Reynes. Left it off for Hamilton. Hamilton up to Stavola. Gianna Stavola brings it in over the line, has Pizzichillo. Kicker. Penalty coming. It'll be against the Flyers. Dumped in by Grace. And it'll be touched up here. And the penalty will be applied. So right after Stanstead ties the game, Stewart and Gagne out of the box as well. Their penalty has expired, but it'll be the Spartans to the power play as Gianna Stavola is going to sit. Gagne dropped it to Belanger. Shot from wide left, pad save by Reynes. Might have been a little out of the net, but able to kick the puck aside just at the end. Belanger. Bernard off the stick of Papineau. 30 seconds gone through the penalty. The power play goal a few moments ago by Caroline Cohen answered the first period marker by Raphael Perron. Up comes Belanger. Papineau rolled it over to Gagne. Gagne tries to dangle. Papineau to Gagne. Across Belanger. Belanger shoots easy block for Rachel Stewart and not able to get it out. Kept in by Gagne. Gagne tried the pass over on the left side. Backhand on to Reynes. And Reynes held tight there. 57 left in the penalty. Shot on the way. Reynes again. Nothing getting through her. Rolled over for what? Bingham takes a shot, score! A power play goal for Jaden Bingham, and the lead is restored for the Stanstead Spartans. It's 2-1 with 2:22 to go in the second. The goal by Bingham. The future Merrimack Warrior just ripped it. Low blocker side. Coming in again, Gagne, Perron, the tip, oh, it gets on to Reynes. In the other direction goes Stewart. Jacobs is there against the boards. Now here's Gagne in the final 2 minutes of the period. Loosened the skates. Stewart upended by Belanger. But got the puck. Ouellette dropped it back Belanger. Belanger shoots deflected high into the netting. Might have been Hamilton. 1:45 to go in the period. So power play goals exchanged in the second period by Caroline Cohen and Jaden Bingham. Weber gave it away. Leger. Lexi Leger cutting in wide against Bernard. 80 seconds left in the period. Grace Hutka moves it ahead. Final 105 of the middle frame. Grace hopped up high right at the blue line. Both teams digging away at it in the final 55 seconds. Swiped out by Samard there. It'll be controlled by Stanstead and shot out of play by Charlotte Grace with 45 left in the period. As the puck thrown back to the official. Faceoff comes outside the Stanstead zone. .35 seconds left in the period. A chance, another one for Bingham, hit off the side of the net. Bingham. Play is stopped. Is there a penalty coming? Yes, for a trip. So the Flyers will end the second period on a power play as Bingham will take a seat for tripping. Just 21 seconds left in the period. We'll see if the Flyers have another quick power play tally in them. Just kept in at the line. Rachel Stewart for Jacobs. Lauren Stewart in front of the net. And sent out of the zone. Won't go all the way down, but with just 5 seconds left, there might not be time for the Flyers to do anything. And the second period is over. The score, 3-2, is Stanstead 2, and the Philadelphia Junior Flyers won most of a power play to start the third for the Flyers. We'll be right back. period about to start. 1 minute and 40 of power play time as Jaden Bingham is sitting in the penalty box. My name is Jake Baskin. The Philadelphia Junior Flyers trail 2-1 to Stanstead College in the final game at the U16 level this weekend. We'll be back in Massachusetts at the New England Sports Village in March, I'm hearing. .110 and counting. Gagne killing off time on our own team's penalty. Gagne took a spill. Papineau will lift it down the ice. Elarenas will stop it behind the net. .50 left in the penalty as Stanstead penalty killers are doing a very good job. Flyers not even getting any opportunities through the first minute. Just 40 seconds left in the penalty. Lifted down again by Macy Putka as players were changing. Up comes Willett. Just 15 seconds left in the penalty. Will be brought up by Lila Picker. One last chance. Crass to Demzinski. Demzinski dropped it off Picker. Picker had her stick lifted. 5 to go. One last shot onto Wilson as the penalty expires by Bernard. Minute and 43 into the third period, and it remains 2-1 Spartans. Two of the better teams at this level. Well, while the teams only have one college committed player at this point, I assume as the players become eligible to commit, many of them will find themselves with Division I opportunities as the save is made by Reynes, who denies Grace. Gagne works her way around. Nice pass. Gilbert slowed up by the skates of the Flyers Pizzakilla. Jaden Bingham, the Stanstead captain. Merrimack commit. Papineau. Rolled along the ice. Belanger with Schmidt there. Coming away with it is Juliana Pizzakilla. Now to Gianna Stavola. Eloise Gagne. Over on the other side. It'll go to Gagnon. Gagnon with Willett. Dropped it to Belanger. Belanger shoots it in on goal. Stick save made by Reynes. Lloyd. Papineau. Back to Lloyd. Lloyd from the point. Blocked in front. 3 minutes through the third period. 2-1 Stanstead. Elizabeth Papineau to Elizabeth Belanger. Jacobs for the Flyers. Jacobs drop pass. Rachel Stewart, Penn State commit. Back to Jacobs. Back to Stewart. Missed it wide. Cohen lift. Jacobs. Cohen looking for the tip from Lauren Stewart. Lauren back behind the net. It'll be taken away by the Spartans here. Legere. Four minutes and change through period number 3. Took a deflection and came out of the zone. Caroline Cohen, the one Flyer goal scorer. Perrant and Bingham have the 2 for the Spartans. Picker. Penalty coming. It'll be on Stanstead as Picker got upended. You see the ice all over. The trip is called as Perrant will sit. Swavely got it back. Almost taken away by Belanger. Swavely with the long stick just kept it in. Picker is there. Trying to move it out of the zone was Putka. 20 seconds through the power play. Meredith Swavely. Now it's Demzinski. Over on the other side, looking in front for Picker. Belanger trying to dig away at it. As is Swavely. 40 through the power play. Picker almost came up with it. Belanger can't get it out. Swavely pushes it into the corner, and now it's sent out of the zone. Caroline Cohen picks it back up at her own blue. Stanstead will change whatever they can. Lila Picker here on the right wing. Halfway through the advantage situation with Perrant in the box. Flyers will change too. Swavely goes in, shoots. Wilson the save. Rebound squirts wide, and they score! The Flyers score the rebound. Lauren Stewart ties it up at 2. Second power play goal of the day for the Philadelphia Junior Flyers. It's a 2-2 game with 11:09 left. The goal by Lauren Stewart. Bingham. Coming back 2-on-1 the other way. Kanye goes in and shoots wide. Schmidt. Jacobs couldn't handle it, and picking it back up will be Willett. Willett with Bingham going in. Willett to Bingham. One-timer. Missed high off the glass. Rebound whiffed on by Willett. 7 minutes through the third period. 2-2 game after Stewart evened it up. Grace goes in. Grace looking for Gagnon. Back the other way comes Gianna Stavola. Stavola going in, getting a step. Stavola to the net. Wilson fought it off. Delayed offside here as it'll be touched up by the Flyers, and the offside will be applied with 9:29 to go. 2-2. Bring it in is always Gagne. Gagne dropped it off Perrant. Had a good defensive play by Olivia Hess. Ended that scoring threat. Perrant against the side of the net. Rain us down. Working her way in. Belanger has open room and a pad save made by Reynes. Pizzakillo. Now it's Willett. Dropped off for Perrant. Looking for Belanger again. Shoots up high on the Arenas. The save made. And then poked wide by Gagne. Pizzakillo and Belanger back to their feet. Putka has to circle. Both teams will change at least some players. Belanger still on there. Shoots through a screen, and Arenas held on to that as well. 8:20 to go in the third period. 2-2 between the Philadelphia Junior Flyers and the Stanstead College Spartans. Bingham gets room. Might have been tipped wide. Picker got her stick in the way. Thrown back out in front, trying to get it through the crease. Couldn't locate Beatrice Bureau. Kicked down by Bureau. Drop to Grace. Charlotte Grace shoots one wide. And swiped at that time by Cohen. Cohen works it back behind goal, where it'll be picked up by Meredith Swavely. Demzinski up to Picker. Picker going in without numbers. Flyers will change. Swavely. Back comes Elizabeth Papineau for Stanstead. Wearing the white and red. The Flyers mirroring the NHL team they share a name with. Black and orange. Over the stick of Gilbert. Working in, Rachel Stewart falls to the ice as she let that shot go. Jacobs across the ice. Lauren Stewart to the tying goal, and this one zipped wide. We're under 7 minutes left in the third period. Came back out. Rachel Stewart to Jacobs. Jacobs along the ice through the crease. Here is Bernard. Bernard takes one on to Wilson. It's under, and Wilson has it. .6:34 to go. 2-2. Trying to jam away against the side of the net. Back come the Spartans the other way. Gagne. Out comes Willette. Willette spinning past, nobody there except for Gianna Stavola. Stavola back in the other direction. Lets one go, and Wilson freezes it. 6:13 to play in the game, or in regulation at least. Back into Flyers ice. Swavely intercepted. Offside is the call, as it was just behind the blue line as Grace brought it in. So if you were wondering, if this does remain the score at the end of the third period, there will be a 5-minute 3-on-3 overtime. Willette carrying it in over the line, but offside. Stewart is just a little bit behind Jacobs. Faceoff will come outside the Stanstead defensive zone. Rachel Stewart. Puck is still loose. Gagnon. Putka. Up with a go past Legere. Cohen Over to the far side of the rink. Lauren Stewart up to Rachel Stewart as Jacobs on her right. Rachel Stewart, and the puck was poked away. Up comes Papineau. 5 minutes left in the third period. No look backhand pass, but it'll be kept in by the Flyers. Jacobs is there. Trying to dig it free. Putka. Some contact here. Slavely. Slavely steps into one, trying the stretch pass. Didn't get anywhere. Stewart. Slavely. Stewart going to the net. Wilson got a stick in the way. Might have been losing it anyway. Here's Lauren Stewart. Cohen. Cohen steps into one. Hit up high. Putka. Putka, the defender, trying to go 2-on-1 the other way with Willette. Left it too far ahead of Willette. But still in possession. And dug out of the skates by Lila Picker. Obermeyer there too. Here is Putka. 4 minutes to go in the game. A shot from Cohen. Or Cross, rather. Didn't go in, though. Hess along the ice. Getting a piece of it was Wilson, and it trickled to the side of the crease. Bingham. Bingham had the second Stanstead goal. Piranha the first. The 2 power play goals for Philadelphia were by Cohen and Lauren Stewart, as icing is called against the Spartans. The faceoff will come back to the left of Wilson with 3:24 to go in regulation. 2-2. Perron. Racing after it is Elizabeth Belanger. Belanger, some of the Stanstead fans want a hold called on Philadelphia. Here's Gagne. Broken up by Gianna Stavola. Pizzicillo. Belanger going 1-on-3, looking for some help. Through a screen, slowed up, and Reyna steers it behind her. Came back out in front for Willette. Can't get the puck away. There's Perrant. It's in her skates. It's loose under a Flyers player. And finally came out spinning shot. Trickles short. Pizzicillo. The final 2:20 of the third period. Juliana Pizzicillo. Stavola. Cohen. Turned over. Here's a chance for Stanstead. A shot. Reyes makes the save on Jaden Bingham with 1:50 to go. Right at the edge of the crease there. And held on and prevented a rebound. Face-off will come to the left of Reyes. Swavely. Cohen around. Leger took a bump. Bingham dropped it back out. Putka looking for room to shoot. Putka misses it high. Lauren Stewart back for the Flyers. Looking for Jacobs, intercepted by Jaden Bingham and taken right back by Cohen. Flyers coming in, and Wilson makes the blocker save. Cohen again with 1:15 to go in the third period. Lauren Stewart is there. Rachel Stewart spins, throws it through the crease. Lauren couldn't catch up to it. 60 seconds left in regulation, and play is stopped with 59. Offensive zone faceoff for the Junior Flyers. Papineau. Down to 40 seconds. Philadelphia behind their own net will move it ahead. Krass to Demzinski. Demzinski shrugged off the puck, tries to keep it. Papineau applying the pressure. Shot on the way, stick save made by Wilson. He denied Schmidt. Belanger the other way, 1-on-3. Gets some help. Going in is Ouellette. Ouellette couldn't get any scoring chance. 10 seconds remaining in the third period. Ava Krass. One last whack toward goal, goes behind. And we are going to overtime here at the Canton Ice House. 2-2 between Stanstead College and the Philadelphia Junior Flyers. Stay tuned. Overtime coming right up. Teams switch ends. 3-on-3 overtime coming up. Flyers in the black uniforms. They'll have Caroline Cohen, Rachel Stewart, and Ashlyn Jacobs. It'll be Elizabeth Belanger, Jaden Bingham, and Eloise Gagne for Stanstead. Gagne circles back in her own end. 3-on-3 overtime. Bingham brings it to Gagne, the defender over the line. Gagne taking it in 1-on-3, swiped at. Belanger will be the one to get it back in neutral ice, and the Spartans will retreat. Gagne back up to Belanger. Kicked in, has room, but it'll go behind the net. Belanger picks it back up unimpeded, then gave it away. Ashlyn Jacobs bringing it ahead up the left side. Jacobs turned it over, and it's poked right back where Jacobs picks it up in her defensive zone. 45 seconds gone through overtime. Leading ahead, Rachel Stewart. Stewart on a breakaway to win the game. Save made by Jade Wilson. Bingham gave it away to Jacobs. Jacobs going in wide again. A high save, Wilson. Couple chances there for Philadelphia. Raphael Perron will be joined on the ice by a couple more teammates. Stavola onto the ice. And it'll be Papineau and Leger as Demzinski caught offside. Swavely with them. 3:47 to go in the overtime. A couple big saves for Jade Wilson. Demzinski and Perron on the draw. Perron comes away with it being pressured by Allison Demzinski. Lexi Leger. Leger brings it in over the line. Leger lost the puck for a second, and that allowed Demzinski to poke it ahead. Demzinski looking to spur a partial break. Demzinski shoots maybe a little bit too early, and Wilson made the save. Was running out of time was Demzinski. Leger being held onto by Demzinski. Flyers will change one player as Lila Picker comes onto the ice. Both teams battling away as we get to the 2-minute mark of overtime. Stewart dropped it back. Stewart, backhand pass to Swavely. Swavely spins around, stayed in the zone. Swavely got it back. Swavely lifts one in. Wilson the save with the pad, and a spinning pass by Picker goes nowhere. High in the air and out of play into the side netting. 2:44 to go in overtime. So I believe that's 4 shots for Philadelphia. And looks like Kevin Auerbach might want a timeout. Stanstead breaks the huddle first. It'll be Belanger, Willette, and the defender Gagne against Cohen, Picker, and Rachel Stewart. Offensive zone face-off for Philadelphia. 2:44 remaining in overtime. There is no shootout. Eloise Gagne. Gagne ahead to Willette. Willette to Belanger. Belanger to win the game. Belanger in. Draws a penalty rebound. Oh, what a save by Reynes. Stanstead going to the power play, but Ella Reynes saved the game for the Flyers. Lila Picker heading to the penalty box. It'll be 4-on-3 for 2 minutes. So the 4 on the ice, Belanger, Willette, Gagne, and they're joined by Papineau. Papineau to Gagne. Gagne to Papineau. 4-on-3 can be hard to score on. Papineau rips one, save Reynes. Gagne. Gagne going in. Kicked away. Flyers trying to get the puck so they can clear. Swavely. Belanger. Belanger calling for it. Willette goes into the corner with it. 30 seconds gone through the power play. Papineau. Belanger from the right side. Belanger lost the puck for a second in the hands of Stewart, who's holding her right hand. Back in front. Belanger shoots, and it was blocked in front. I'm not sure if it got to Reynes or not. 55 through the penalty. Slap shot by Gagne is blocked by Swavely, and Stewart in pain, but staying in the play. Belanger centers a shot, and it missed wide from Papineau. 50 seconds left in the penalty. Papineau again. Gagne for Willette in front. Belanger trying to put on the rebound. Willette another chance. Willette another one. And it stays out again. Belanger slow to get up, and a shot ripped wide by Willette. Another chance. Papineau. I'm not sure if Reynes got a piece of that or not. Stanstead getting tons of chances. 25 left in the penalty, and the Flyers will bring it out. Rachel Stewart the other way with Swavely, 2-on-1. Stewart on the slap shot, blocker save Wilson. 15 left in the penalty. And it's picked back up by Gagne. How many chances has Stanstead had? Coming in. Perrant. Perrant dropped it off. Bingham goes in wide. Bingham scores! Jaden Bingham wins the game for Stanstead College in overtime. 3-2. Second goal of the game for Jaden Bingham. It looked like a tough angle, and she just ripped it over the shoulder of Reynes. What a game, what an overtime, and what a finish to Junior Women's Hockey League action today and this weekend in Canton, Massachusetts. Thank you for tuning in. The final score in overtime, Stanstead 3, the Philadelphia Junior Flyers 2. I'm Jake Baskin, and we'll see you in March. Good night.